But what does CEPL stand for?
Is it just a description of what he's like? Is it conservative, Etonian, posh, la-di-da?
Is it crap Elvis prowls London?
Is it the essential conundrum that is Cameron, cyclist employs private limo driver?
Is it Cameron employed in parking lot?
Well, it's close. Slightly more sinister. Mine was going to be, he started a new car wash and he's going, clean everything, Polish lad.
Mine's is slightly more sinister again. Cameron enjoys penetrating ladyboys.
That is, you're right, slightly more sinister than employing a Polish man to clean cars. Yeah.
Is it Cameron 80% lizard? You put a mouse near him, straight away.
So, would the tongue just come out there?
Yeah.
Was he holding a fly on the end of his finger? John, I have to give you a clue. The C doesn't stand for Cameron.
Conservatives.
There we go. That's what the C stands for. Not particularly difficult.
Enjoy.
Pointing lots.
No, not pointing lots. Conservatives extend penis length.
Extend poll lead.
Very good. Well done. Thank you very much to you, Dad. Yes, the answer I was looking for was Conservatives extend poll lead. This is news that David Cameron's party are now further ahead of Labour than at any point since the height of the economic crisis last September, increasing pressure on Gordon Brown.
We've got to remember with this poll, right, it's just a survey. Surveys mean nothing. Right, the Liberal Democrats got 18%. Nick Clegg got 18%. Who is he? When he tells his mum he's coming round for tea, she looks him up on Wikipedia.
The one thing I enjoyed the survey is that it actually showed the establishment party, let's say, going up, and then the Greens and the BNP going down a couple of points, which is an interesting one. The BNP rise in particular is interesting because they, for the first time in their history, have exactly the same slogan of the Conservatives, which is out with Brown.
Are you suggesting that the Greens are losing people to the BNP? That's amazing. You know who doesn't recycle? Indians.
How's Cameron doing that?
Well, Cameron keeps on talking about he's looking after and he will look after hard-working families. And you're thinking, well, that's just politician nonsense, isn't it? When have you ever actually come across a hard-working family? There's always one dosser in each and every family. And if you don't know who it is in your family, it's probably you.
The thing we forget about Cameron is he presents this blokish image, but he's just unbelievably posh. And he's pretending he's going to sort the banks out. He is the same people as the banks. They're the same people. The only reason he'd get tough with a banker would be if it was someone who farted on his head at school.
It is the thing I found with Cameron, because Cameron, it's one of the easiest gigs in the world, because all he has to do is shut up, and because Brown is clearly on his way out, so all Cameron has to do basically to get elected is not answer any questions.
But he hasn't,
and all he does is, people say, well, what do you do? And he say, well, I'll tell you what we won't do. I'll tell you what we won't do. That's everything. And this is a job interview. How irritating does that get in a job interview if somebody just, like, if you had a guy around your house, a builder, to fix a hole in the roof, and you said, well, there's the hole. What do you do? I'll tell you what I won't do. I won't fix that with cheese. That's what I won't do. If you were interviewing a nanny, how irritating would that be if you said to a nanny, well, what would you do with that child? I'll tell you what I won't do. I won't tie the child to a wall and go on the piss with my mates. I won't do that.
My favourite guy in the shadow cabinet is, the only one who's ever said anything, is Andrew Lansley, who came out, he's the Shadow Health Secretary, and he said people should enjoy the credit crunch because it'll allow them to spend more time with their families because they'll be unemployed. Other benefits include increased upper body strength from having to climb out of a skip every morning and improved agility from chasing rats about with a fork. Where's this guy? Does he go up to blind people and congratulate them on how much money they're saving on wallpaper?